Close it now. Take the money. Don't be greedy. It's gonna crash. You know it's gonna crash. Close the position.
Welcome to Mind Over Markets, where we master the mind behind the trade. You took a loss. It hurt. Maybe it was a small one, maybe a big one. And then, an intense, fiery urge took over. You threw money at the chart, chasing the previous loss. You took a terrible trade, broke every rule, and turned a minor setback into a major disaster. This is revenge trading. It's the #1 killer of retail accounts. You think it's about money, but it's not. It's a deep psychological phenomenon. Today, I'm going to expose the brain chemistry behind this dangerous urge, the cortisol spike that literally makes you less intelligent, and give you the powerful 5-step reset ritual used by profitable traders to break the cycle and stop losing money immediately after a loss. Every trader knows the term revenge trading, but knowing what it is and knowing how to stop it are two different things. This toxic habit is responsible for turning a controlled 1% loss into an uncontrolled 10% account disaster. The real problem isn't the setup you took. It's the 10 terrible setups you took after the first one failed. Today, we are going deep into trading psychology to understand why your brain forces you into impulsive, destructive trades. This knowledge is your shield. Let's start with the real driver behind the urge for revenge. Revenge trading doesn't come from a lack of knowledge or technical skill. It comes from a loss of identity. When you lose a trade, especially when you were confident in, your brain doesn't log it as market noise. It registers it as a personal attack, a threat to your identity as a smart, skilled, or successful trader. Your ego is bruised, and your primitive brain has one core goal: restore the feeling of control and prove the ego right. That's why after a losing trade, your hands move faster, your breathing changes, and your eyes scan the chart looking for any setup. Not a high probability setup, just any setup that lets you enter the market again to reclaim your perceived status. Example, if you call yourself a scalping king, a loss feels like a direct contradiction of that identity. The revenge trade is simply your brain trying to instantly prove that identity is still valid. You aren't trading the market anymore. You're trading your ego's desperate need to feel right. The only way to win is to separate your self-worth from your net worth. Let's talk biology. When you lose, your brain releases a flood of cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol does something extremely dangerous. It temporarily shuts down the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of your brain responsible for logic, patience, risk assessment, and long-term thinking. Meaning, for the next 15 to 20 minutes, you literally become less intelligent and less rational. You cannot make good trading decisions. But here's the second half of the trap. Your dopamine system wants to fix the pain caused by the cortisol. It wants the high of a quick win to restore equilibrium. So your brain pushes you into a state we call emotional tilt. Tilt is the death zone for traders. It whispers, just enter again. You can win it back, double the size. And you listen, not because you're a bad trader, but because your biology is hijacked and screaming for a quick fix. The cycle is simple, predictable, and destructive. You must memorize it to break it. The tilt loop. You lose, your ego feels pain and your brain releases cortisol. You trade impulsively, driven by the dopamine rush to win it back. You lose more. The impulsivity leads to poor execution and bigger losses. More pain. The ego is further damaged, reinforcing the need for revenge. More impulsive trades. You escalate the risk, blowing the account. That's the tilt loop. It's a trap with only one reliable exit: awareness and physical separation. Most traders never see this. They exit the loop by blowing up, and then they call it bad luck or bad strategy. The truth is simpler. It's not the chart hurting you, it's your immediate biological reaction to it. You have to learn to manage the 15 minutes after a loss. This is where the professionals separate themselves from the amateurs. Every consistently profitable trader has a mandatory reset ritual, a simple, non-negotiable habit that breaks the emotional wave and flushes the cortisol from the system. Here is the 5-step, most effective version of the trader reset ritual. 1. Immediate logout. Close the entire chart and trading platform. Do not minimize it. Close it. Your brain needs visual separation from the trigger. The platform is currently a casino. Remove the temptation. 2. Physical movement. Stand up, move, stretch. Movement forces a physiological reset and helps metabolize the stress chemicals in 2 to 3 minutes. Get a glass of water. Walk into another room. 3. The box breath. Deep inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Slow exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat 5 times. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the calm system, and overrides the fight or flight response. 4. The mantra. Say this out loud. I don't trade emotions, I trade rules. This loss is the cost of doing business. This reasserts your rational identity. 5. The cooling period. Don't reopen your chart for a minimum of 15 minutes. This is the necessary cooling period for your prefrontal cortex to come back online. Use this time to review your rules or your journal. This ritual has saved more accounts and built more long-term wealth than any trading indicator ever created.
The long-term goal is emotional detachment. Detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. When you detach, losses stop hurting. Wins stop inflating your ego. The market becomes a puzzle, not a personal threat. Here are practical habits to build this resilience. Trade expecting nothing. Your job is discipline. The market decides the outcome. You are a risk manager executing an edge. That's it. Fixed trade limit. Limit yourself to a fixed number of trades per day. For example 3, a trader without limits becomes a compulsive gambler. Once you hit your limit, you are done. Celebrate discipline, not results. Reward yourself mentally for following your rule even if the trade lost. You win long-term by doing the right thing repeatedly, not by chasing the last outcome. This practice shifts your focus from the unpredictable outcome to the controllable process.
Revenge trading isn't a trading problem. It's a self-mastery problem. But the moment you learn to breathe, detach, and reset, you gain something more powerful than any strategy: control over yourself. If you are committed to breaking the revenge trading cycle, hit the like button and type "reset" in the comments below.
Remember, you don't trade the market, you trade your mind.